Most people have only seen tornadoes in Hollywood movies because every year 65 tornadoes occur in America. How are tornadoes formed and how dangerous can they be? What's the difference between tornadoes, hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones? And why do most tornadoes in the world occur in just this small part of America? Welcome once again to Discover TV's videos, viewers. A tornado is referred to as a tunnel of clouds that spins and descends from the sky to the ground. Most of these are very weak, but some tornadoes are so powerful that they leave nothing untouched in their path. If we look at the world map, tornadoes are found on all continents except Antarctica. Sometimes they are weak, and sometimes they appear in very powerful forms. Every year, 2,000 tornadoes are recorded around the world, of which 1,300 form in America alone, and these are the most dangerous compared to tornadoes in the rest of the world. While 1,300 tornadoes are formed across America annually, there is also an area here that alone produces nearly 800 tornadoes a year. This area includes Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, and this specific area is called Tornado Alley. This is the place where conditions are perfect for tornadoes to form. But before we understand why most tornadoes form in Tornado Alley, we first need to understand how tornadoes are formed. Tornadoes typically form during thunderstorms, especially a particular kind of thunderstorm known as a supercell. If you look at most tornado pictures, one common thing you'll notice is this supercell. This supercell usually forms when the wind direction at ground level moves one way and the upper level winds move another. Between these opposing wind directions, a wind tunnel is formed, inside which the air spins in a circular pattern. Initially, this wind tunnel is horizontal and harmless. But if this tunnel is over an area where water vapor rises upward, it slowly shifts the tunnel from horizontal to vertical. Once it turns vertical, the whole situation changes. It's no longer a normal thunderstorm, it becomes a spinning supercell. This supercell becomes even more dangerous as more and more vapors from the ground keep gathering in it, rapidly increasing its size. Because the winds in the supercell are spinning rapidly, the rising vapors also spin upward in a funnel shape, known as funnel clouds. Some supercells produce one or even multiple funnel clouds. If this evaporation cycle continues and the temperature inside the funnel cloud drops significantly, the water vapor turns into droplets. The weight of these droplets causes the funnel cloud to touch the ground. As soon as it touches the ground, it's no longer called a funnel cloud, it becomes a twister or tornado. The winds inside a tornado can spin at speeds of up to 480 kilometers per hour, strong enough to grab anything on the ground. Street lights, signboards, trees, windows of solid houses, and even roofs can be ripped apart by these winds. They're so powerful that they can pick up humans and animals and throw them far away. Not only that, they can even change the direction of vehicles. As a tornado travels, it carries everything in its path and throws it far away, causing major destruction. In the Tornado Alley area of America, all the necessary conditions for tornado formation are easily met. Warm, humid winds from the Gulf of Mexico move northward, while winds from the west coming from the Pacific Ocean and Gulf of California cross over mountains, becoming cold and elevated. These western winds intersect with the southern winds, forming a wind tunnel. Since the winds from the Gulf of Mexico are warm and humid, the water vapors rise and turn this wind tunnel into a vertical one, making it easy for a supercell to form. As we discussed earlier, this supercell grows rapidly as more vapor gathers inside. However, not every supercell produces a tornado. When a supercell forms, heavy rain or hail begins, cooling down the rising vapors and disrupting the cycle. But in Tornado Alley, the western winds are so strong that they prevent the rainwater from falling, keeping the evaporation cycle uninterrupted. This allows the supercell to grow bigger. The longer the supercell persists, the higher the chances of funnel clouds and tornadoes forming from it. That's why this part of America where Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska are located produces more tornadoes than anywhere else in the world, nearly 800 per year. Now, that's all about tornadoes, but there's another type of storm known as a hurricane, typhoon, or cyclone. What are these, and how can we tell if a storm is a hurricane, typhoon, or cyclone? In reality, all three are tropical storms, and there isn't much difference between them. In fact, there's no difference at all, only the region where they occur determines their name. If we look at the world map, storms forming in the northwest Pacific Ocean near Japan, South Korea, and the eastern Russian border are called typhoons. Those forming in the Indian Ocean are called cyclones, and those in the North Atlantic or eastern Pacific Ocean are called hurricanes. These three types of storms are essentially the same, but compared to tornadoes, there are significant differences, especially in size. While a hurricane can astonishingly spread up to 1,600 kilometers, the largest tornado recorded was just about 2 kilometers in size. But when it comes to damage, despite being much smaller, tornadoes are no less destructive. The most powerful hurricane, classified as Category 5, can have wind speeds of up to 250 kilometers per hour. However, the most powerful tornado ever recorded had wind speeds of over 480 kilometers per hour, nearly twice as fast as a Category 5 hurricane.
Another major difference is that hurricanes can be forecasted up to 36 hours in advance, while tornadoes can only be predicted about 13 minutes ahead of time. That's why when a tornado strikes, it does so suddenly. For example, on the evening of May 3, 1999, at 6:02 p.m., a tornado suddenly struck Oklahoma City in America. At the time it hit, it was a Category 4 tornado, but it slowly intensified into a terrifying Category 5. After wreaking havoc on Oklahoma for 85 minutes, causing $1 billion in damages and taking 36 lives, it finally subsided. It was the largest recorded tornado in history and is remembered as the Bridge Creek Moore tornado. That day, the biggest tornado struck Oklahoma, but a total of 71 tornadoes attacked different locations across 5 states in Tornado Alley. In another strange incident, 4 tornadoes were spotted at once over the sea near Koh Lap Island, Thailand, on November 25, 2018. Although tornadoes over water are not as powerful, they should not be taken lightly. They can easily overturn any boat or ship in their path. Footage clearly shows the tornadoes lifting water high into the air just 2 kilometers from the island, evidence of their strength. Now, obviously, these storms cannot be stopped, but the damage can certainly be reduced. With the help of weather satellites, the meteorology department monitors ocean storms every 5 minutes. The direction, speed, and intensity of the storm are all assessed using satellites, and estimates are made to alert local authorities in advance. We hope you will also like and share this Discover TV video abundantly. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. See you in the next amazing video.